In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace emergency brake shoes on a Honda CR-V. They are located behind the rear wheel. After you raised and supported your vehicle safely, you need to take off your 5 lug nuts. These are 19mm lug nuts. Take your wheel off, put it off to the side. Once you remove your wheel, you need to remove your caliper and caliper bracket. It's held on by 2 17mm bolts. Slide that out towards you, put it out of the way. Now we're on the front side of the rotor. You have a Phillips screw that holds the rotor to your wheel bearing. You need to remove that. You can take a rubber mallet, knock your rotor loose, pull that straight towards you, put that off to the side. Once we have our rotor off, we have our emergency brake shoes here. They're held on by a bunch of springs and 2 clips. We can start by taking this spring off here. All you want to do is grab it with a pair of pliers, lift up out of the holder and down. Unhook it from your emergency brake shoe. Now we're going to come over to this spring here. Same thing, we're going to grab it, lift up and out of its holder. Like that. Now we're on to this main spring here. Push out and unhook it from its holder here. Now down to this clip on the right hand side. You have your center piece here. You're going to take that center piece and just turn it so it unclips from their holder. Then pull that straight out. That off to the side. This pin pushes out to the back of your backing plate and out. You can let your emergency brake shoe hang. There's another bracket here that hooks onto that. You can take that out. Now we're down here to this spring here with our adjuster. You can actually just pull on the brake shoe, take it out. Now that there's no pressure on that spring, you can unhook it from the shoe there and then unhook it from the shoe over here. Now we're onto the left side emergency brake shoe. It has the same clip as the right side did. Take the center section, twist it until it pulls through. Take your clip straight off, put that off to the side. Take your emergency brake shoe, put that down off to the side, push your pin through the back, just like we did on the right side, and out. Now what you want to do is you want to remove your emergency brake cable from your shoe. In order to do that, you can take some locking pliers, hold on to the tab down here. Now take a pair of cutters, slide your spring up, hold down, release, and pull it out of the shoe. At this point, with all your hardware out of the way, you want to clean your contacts where your emergency brake shoe sits onto the backing plate. Here, there. There's a total of 6 of them. You can take a disc like this and just clean those up. After you clean those, you can take some high heat paste, put a dab on all of them. Your next step is to take your emergency brake lever, transfer that from the old shoe onto your new shoe. And that's held on by this horseshoe clip. You need to remove that. You can take a punch or a screwdriver. Try spreading this horseshoe clip out so you can remove it. Then you can take your emergency brake lever, lift straight up and off. You have a shim. Remove it from the vise. And that's your pin. Take your pin, slide it through your shoe, install your lever. Install your shim, and then your horseshoe clip. Once your horseshoe clip is around your pin, you want to pinch your two pieces together on one side so it locks, and the horseshoe clip doesn't want to come back out, like that. This is your adjustment. This piece slides right out, but the other end screws. This one is frozen. So if you install it into a vise, tighten it down a little bit, take a pair of pliers, move it a little bit, and then you can unscrew it. Now what you want to do is you want to clean up these threads, that way it screws into the piece here nice and free. You also want to put some grease in there so this doesn't happen again. Take some high heat paste, install it into your threads. Take your piece. You want to do the same thing for the other side, even though this doesn't have threads, but put some paste inside that. Also on your pins, you really want to clean this up nice, that way they install a lot easier. You can take a wire brush. First step in the installation process is to get your emergency brake cable onto your bracket. Take a pair of pliers, clamp it to that. Take a pair of cutters, slide this spring up with your thumb and hold it. Now you can remove your pliers. Your emergency brake cable slides in to your bracket like that, and then release your spring. Once you get that installed, you take your pin, go through the back side of your backing plate, swing your emergency brake shoe up. You want to put it through the hole like that. Take your clip, slide it over the hole. What I like to do is take a pair of pliers, clamp the outside of the clip, push the clip down and twist. Like that. Then you can straighten your pin out if it's not seated all the way. Just give it a quick twist. Take your left side pin, stick that through the hole from the back side of the backing plate. Take your shoe, install it like that. Put your pin straight up just like we did the other side. Take your pliers, clamp your clip. Slide it over the pin, remove your pliers. Swing your clip down. Make sure your pin is seated into your clip, just like that. Now you have your adjustment plate. You want to slide that into the teeth of the emergency brake shoe on the right. Same thing on the left. Push your shoes together, make sure it's locked in. Now you can install your small clip into this hole here and into that bracket that you just installed. Like that. Now you have your other spring that goes into this hole down here. And up into this bracket. Then you have the one that goes straight across. Goes into this hole here. Straight across. And into this hole here. Now you take your adjuster, slide it into the groove down below on both shoes, like that. Make sure your adjuster can move freely. Take your spring, install it into that hole there, and then install it into this side, in the bottom hole. Just like that. Now it's time to install your rotor and do your emergency brake adjustment. If you look on your rotor, you have a rubber plug. You need to remove that rubber plug. That's your adjustment site. Install your rotor. Install your Phillips screw that holds your rotor to your hub. Now, if you bring your sight hole down to where your adjustment is, you can stick a screwdriver in there and adjust your emergency brake shoes. What you want to do is you just want to have a little bit of drag. So when you hear those shoes hit the back side of this rotor, that's fine. Once you have your adjustment set, install your rubber plug. Take your caliper and caliper bracket, reinstall it around your rotor. Install your two 17mm bolts. And tighten them down. Once you tighten those two caliper bracket bolts down, you want to torque those at 80 foot-pounds. Take your wheel, put it over your lug nut studs. Put your lug nuts on by hand. Give those a snug. After you lower your vehicle and your tire's on the ground, you want to torque these wheel lug nuts at 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.